Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first ever Supernatural podcast.
Oh.
This is my mom. I'm the host and she's the co-host. So for the first episode, we really want to talk about the main two characters, Sam and Dean. I am personally a Sam girl, and she's a Dean girl.
I'm a Dean girl.
So we both picked an episode that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to talk about the evolution of Cass up until season 5, and then we're going to do a little debate about what makes Sam or Dean better than the other, which we will save that for the finale because I know all y'all want to hear. But first, I picked season 5, episode 7, The Curious Case of Dean Winchester. One of the funniest episodes in my opinion. So let's get right into it. But anytime you hear something you want to say, just jump in. So, I got the gist right here. I'm going to read the whole episode. So, a woman is reading a tablet newspaper when her husband rushes into the room and shoots up the stairs without acknowledging her. He is frantic as he rushes into the bathroom and stands in front of the mirror. He appears to be quite young, but watches as deep wrinkles form. His eyes cloud over and his hair grows thin. He stumbles backward into a glass cabinet and collapses. His wife rushes upstairs at the sound of the shattering glass, throws open the door, and screams at what she sees. Posing as CDC agents, Sam and Dean arrive at the morgue to view the body. The medical examiner is expecting them and opens the morgue drawer to reveal an obvious elderly man. Only she says that he is only 25 years old. Having anticipated their disbelief, she tells them that she ran the DNA twice to confirm it's the same man who, according to his records, was born April 3rd, 1984. Dean calls Bobby to confirm that he was right about this being a case. Bobby suggests that they check out any missing persons there might be in town to see if there is a connection. Dean asks, by the way, how's Bobby doing generally? Clumsily trying to ask about his legs. Bobby realizes this, of course, and calls him an idiot before hanging up on him. They go to interview his wife, the wife of a missing man, Cliff Withlow, and she shows them a photo of her husband. She tells them she knew something was wrong when he didn't come home last Tuesday, as he followed a pretty rigid routine. Dean searches the house for clues and discovers a receipt from Madame Lou's golden palace in the missing man's pocket. Dean and Sam identify Cliff's room at the palace and are about to pick the lock when they hear yelling from inside. They burst down the door only to discover a fit young man in bed with two women. They think they have got the wrong room and are ready to leave when Sam recognizes the tattoo on his forearm from the photo Mrs. Withlow showed them. He asks the man if he happens to know anyone named Cliff Withlow, and he unconventionally denies until Sam retrieves Cliff's wallet from beside the bed. Cliff begs him not to tell his wife, but Sam and Dean say they will unless he tells them how it is that he's so much younger now. Cliff reveals that he won a poker game at a bar against an Irish man named Patrick. Bobby found the poker game first. The boys split up to search because of the number of bars in town and the time constraint. Dean bribes a bartender $100 for directions to the poker game and is headed toward it when he runs into Bobby, who'd arrived in town unannounced and has already found the game. Dean asks him if he had stopped the game, and Bobby sheepishly admits that he played and lost 25 years. Dean angrily calls him an idiot. Bobby sneers at his tone and tells him that they are his years to do with as he chooses. Dean interrupts Patrick's grift and demands his presence at the poker table. Back inside the bar, Patrick is demonstrating his ability to read people. He says he's not a mind reader, no such thing. On a couple of marks and flirting with women, Dean interrupts and discreetly shows Patrick that he's armed, and he comes along quietly to a private room. Dean demands that he which restore Bobby's 25 years and threatens him with a pistol. Patrick refuses to give the years back and says that shooting would be merely tickle him, but that if Dean wants years, he can play for them. Dean agrees to play, cashing out 25 years for Bobby up front. Sam is subjected to the bickering, grumpy old man. When Sam returns to the motel, he is startled to discover an old man there. Dean? Bobby shows up soon after. Together they conclude that the poker chips are the key and that they should steal 50 for Dean. Before they leave, a young woman comes from housekeeping and Dean tries to flirt with her. She compares him to her grandfather and says that he's adorable, as Sam and Bobby are amused at Dean getting rejected. The three hunters are in Bobby's van, showing Patrick when he gets hit by a convertible. The owner of the car runs to find help, and Patrick gets up and steals the car. They follow him to a luxury apartment, high rise, and when he leaves, sneak in. The elevator is out of order, so Bobby can't come with them to the he witch's apartment. Dean huffs and puffs his way up the stairs. The brothers search the apartment, and Dean finds a safe that he describes as a dim store model piece of cake to break into. But his failing eyesight makes it impossible for Dean to crack it. Sam shoves him aside and opens the safe. But the woman who was half of the couple at the bar interrupts them and uses telekinesis to restrain the boys. Patrick gives Sam something to remember him by. Patrick interrupts her, saying that the Winchesters are harmless and explaining to them that the chips and incantations are just plywood and showmanship. It's 900-year-old witch power that's really at play, and the only way to get years is to win them off him. Dean is eager to go another round, but Patrick regards him as old, easy prey, and he's not a murderer. But he says Sam's welcome to play. Dean orders Sam not to play. So Patrick extends best wishes for Dean twilight time and allows them to leave. As they go, he announces that Dean's already punished, but that Sam needs a parting gift. He stares at Sam and claps 3 times, but refuses to tell him why, saying that he'll find out soon enough. Exiting the building, Sam starts pulling out his crotch. Dean realizes that he witch gave Sam the clap, aka gonorrhea. Dean and Bobby doubt Sam's poker finesse. Basically, what happens is the girl witch ends up helping, and Sam ends up playing and winning back all their years, and the witch and the wife is very happy about it. So, we're only going to do one for today because that one took a while, but we are going to now talk about the evolution of Cass, just his characteristics. So, from the beginning, Cass was all following God, like a angel.
Because he is one?
Yes.
He's very by the book. And he's very meticulous.
But then as we progress and he gets to know Sam and Dean, he starts to break the rules for them. And then he starts to break the rules for them more, and then he goes completely off book and throws out most of the rules for Sam and Dean to save their lives.
He goes from one extreme to the other.
Yes. So now, what you've all been waiting for, because this is going to take a while, we are going to talk about Sam and Dean and have a debate about who is better. I personally think that Sam is better. He is the hottest man in the world. He's the love of my life, and he is the best man in the world. What do you got?
Well, Dean has a better chin.
Oh, you
Dean
want to
has
bet
more
that
muscle.
that little dimple Sam got is better? Sam's taller. He's stronger.
Yeah, but Dean's more normal size, like a regular person. So
Yeah.
someone you can relate to better.
Yeah, but everyone wants
And
a man
Dean
over
is-
6 foot.
Okay, Dean is hotter. I don't like guys over 6 foot.
Well, most people do.
Dean's character can go from crying in that one scene to laughing to the scream when they find the cat. He's so much more diverse in his acting now.
But we're not talking about acting.
Okay.